Hi YouTube family and fellow homesteaders. It's Alyssa, if you don't already know me, and I'm having an okay day today. How about you? Maybe you are not and you need this even more than I did yesterday, but I just started thinking to myself as I was laying in bed, really unable to do anything yesterday, including finishing farm chores before my husband got home from his full-time job. And I was thinking about all of the other people out there that are struggling with Lyme disease or another chronic illness, and trying to make their dream work. And I've been doing this now for going on 3 years, between 2 and 3 years, and wanted to share some of the things that I've learned along the way in case maybe you need to hear them, and also just spur you on a little bit, because there's a lot of days that I wake up and I need that. So how do I do it? How do I homestead when some days I can barely move my legs? The answer is not easily, for sure. This is not something for the faint of heart. However, it can be done, and the key is mostly adaptability. So people look around my farm and they see a lot of things. There's our garden, our kuni piglets that are new to us here on the homestead, dairy goats. We have meat chickens and layers, ducks, Angora rabbits, and horses. And it's a lot. It would be a lot if I weren't sick, but being sick, it's even more. And even so, I would never give it up for anything. And truly, I believe that it's one of the things that keeps me going. Some days I hate it, being honest. All of these animals screaming at me, constantly needing something, the pressure to get up and do something is a lot on my body. But my mind needs it, needs to be needed by all of these things. So I'm gonna take you as I do a couple chores. Let me see. There's Everest waiting for me to go in the horse pasture. And there is one of my top tips for you. Let me switch the camera around. Okay, apparently I can't do that. Okay, so some days I can't walk, and because of that, I keep my car in the pasture, ready to roll. Does it look fantastic to the neighbors? No. Could I get a four-wheeler? Maybe that would be more practical. Yeah, if I could afford one, but you know what? So much of the spirit of homesteading is doing what you can with what you have. And that is so powerful, because it's the same principle that we apply, those of us with chronic illness, to our everyday life, right? Do what you can today with what you have, and you will move the needle. You will go forward. And that's such a powerful, powerful thing. And realizing too that we are just one part of this whole ecosystem of life, right? There is more to this than you. It's such a powerful thing that pulls you outside of your own little world. Even if that world is your mind and you're confined to your bed right now, you are part of something bigger. This is more than you. You might be the one that makes the little world turn, but soon that world will even start turning on its own. Maybe you involve the community in what you're doing, like Justin Rhodes does. He's a huge inspiration to me, and I started involving the community very recently in my homestead, and have seen the power of people and getting people involved in your life. It really has done wonders. So now on to a little more of my top tips and what I'm going through today. So you could probably see on my forehead, I have a sizable weird thing. Everest, come. Sorry, he got out. Good thing he has a good recall because I can't chase him. I have a section of my forehead with a raised ring and my skin has burned off in the middle of the ring. I don't know what it is. It came back recently after having a severe bout of vertigo caused by my chiropractor. And that's a story for another day. But my body's under so much stress that it re-emerged this horrible rash all over my arms and my face, which really does a number on my self-confidence. And even so, here I am out here talking to you. Sorry, because I know I still have something to give. And that's another thing that homesteading teaches you, is even when you don't have a lot to give, you can always give something back to the earth and to the animals around you. And to this little guy that looks at me like I'm his whole world every day, because I am. And is it pressure to be that? Absolutely. Is it hard to get out of bed and to get out here? Absolutely. But there's always something you can do, even if it's just petting your dog. Woo! I'm not gonna edit this either, so have fun with that little ride you just went on. Okay, I'm gonna stop getting so emotional and go on to what's going on today and what went on yesterday, because that's my world right now. So I woke up this morning and my horses that have insulin resistance and Cushing's have broken out of the dry lot and are loose in the arena. It's an electric fence, but they started testing it yesterday and broke out, figured out they could, and now today it's a disaster. I can't build fence today. I can barely walk. Now, barely walk loosely, because yesterday I couldn't walk. I couldn't even come out here. But today I don't have the strength to build fence. So what am I going to do about this problem? Nothing. It's not something I have to give today. Sorry, Everest just bumping this. What I can do today that I couldn't do yesterday is, you can see behind me, I have raised Great Pyrenees, and Rosie, their mom, has started blowing her coat. I can sit outside today and I can brush Rosie to kingdom come. And on a day that I feel good, maybe I would say that's not a great use of my time. I'm behind on so many other things. But because of my limitations, and I actually would say that because of them, I can be more detail oriented than someone else that might never take the time to brush their dog. And I say might because most people hopefully would. But I need to shave Angora rabbits. That's great. My horses are loose, right? That's not good for them. They're going to be on whatever grass is in the arena today until my husband gets home from work and he can help me with the fence. But that is okay. It's okay for things not to be perfect, and that is such a hard thing in a society that tries to squish us into this mold of what it thinks should be important to us. The way we look, for instance, just not important, okay? So maybe some stuff doesn't get done that you think is important. But the point is, look at what you can do every day and things will happen. Things will move forward. Maybe today you can't move your meat chicken tractor. It's too heavy. But tomorrow, maybe you can. If you rest today and you do something that you can do. One thing I took up that I love is spinning fiber from my Angora rabbits into yarn. Because when I'm having a fairly awful day, I can do that. A really awful day, what I do is this. I get on YouTube and I research and I inspire myself when I can do almost nothing else. I get inspired so that tomorrow I can be a better person. I can be a better version of myself, and I learn more about my animals so that I can take better care of them. And that's one thing that you have that's very powerful, is you have time. That you're in bed, you can devote that time to feeling sorry for yourself and thinking of all the things you can't do, and looking at other people's lives on Instagram and saying, gosh, they're so much more accomplished than I am. They're so much thinner than I am. They're so much healthier than I am. We're more fashionable. Or you can stop feeling sorry for yourself and do what you can do today to move yourself forward tomorrow. And that is my number one lesson for you, is don't worry about them. Do what you can do. And will things get behind? Yes, I think we've already established that clearly. Things will get behind. Will things go awry? Yes, they will. But you'll still get somewhere better than where you are if you try. Maybe your dreams are bigger than what your body is telling you you can do. Mine are. This isn't where I would choose to be. But heck, when I look at where I was 2 years ago compared to now, I've built an empire. Is it made out of pallets? Absolutely. That's not where I want to be eventually. But if I never tried, if I sat there feeling sorry for myself and never tried, I would hate to think of who I would be today. And 2 years from now, I'm going to look back at this video and think, gosh, I was nowhere near where I will be in 2 years. And that's up here. You have that. All right, Lyme disease attacks your brain. You can't always think clearly. Okay, you still have a lot going on, and you have a lot going for you. And you can use what you do have today to move yourself, what Justin Rhodes calls the 1%. If you move yourself forward 1% in 100 days, you move yourself 1% every day, in 100 days you'll be 100% better. So find your 1%. What is it? Is it improving your knowledge? Is it building something because today you feel fantastic? What is it? No matter where that 1% is on your level, you can do it. I believe in you, and I hope you found this video inspiring, because it took a lot of forward energy, and I'm probably going to need to take a nap now. But it was worth it if I can help someone else. I'm sorry I've been away from YouTube, but I hope this is a good little reintroduction to YouTube land, because I have been very tired, and this does take energy. Putting energy out there for other people, but it is incredibly worth it. And the amount of community that I've gotten from doing this channel and from watching other people's videos, and it's just amazing. It's just changed my life so much. So I hope that it changes your life, and if not your life, maybe your day. I love you all. Please like this video if you liked it. Shows me that maybe this is something that you enjoyed and you'd like to see more of, because I would love to keep inspiring people if it's actually inspiring. All right, take care. Bye.